right.
You gonna take it when he's drunk?
So, we were going to go racing this coming weekend, which, let me look real quick here. I think is the 6th. Oh, it's the 7th and 8th. They have a race in Kansas. We are not going to do that because we normally do a family camping trip up to Chins Lake. So we're going to do that this weekend. Unfortunately, no racing, but, you know, got to do family fun stuff too. So.
Are we gonna show what's gonna happen out at Chins Lake during that time frame?
Yeah, we will definitely post updates of Chins Lake. We'll probably post on the way up and when we're there, and then the way back down. I mean, it's not something easy to get into, especially when you're camping at 11,000 feet. But yeah, we will definitely post some stuff. But
So
I'm very bad at posting things, so.
where's some of the places? Where's some of the places that some of the viewers can find a little bit more information and see like some better updates?
You can check us out on Facebook, Hoff Motorsports, or YouTube, Rocky Mountain Racing. That's where we post our races. Generally, no commentary, just races on YouTube. Facebook, usually I'll get a little bit more in depth and, you know, tell you via text, you know, how things went. So.
Do we do any live streaming like Twitch?
We do live streaming on Twitch. I do not fucking know the thing on Twitch.
It's Rocky Mountain Racing, you butt fuck.
Okay, it's Rocky Mountain Racing on Twitch. We will do... We are on Twitch, and we do live stream the events. We're trying to do a little bit more gaming, but right now we're kind of in a gray zone on the streaming of games or anything like that.
So, Mr. Seacrest, what is some of your thoughts on the upcoming races that are going to be coming in a decent amount of time?
I'm just trying to distract you. That's all I got going on.
So,
Say hi, Logan.
Low Gangster, what's up, bud? Look at that tail go. Look at that tail go for the Low Gangster. It's completely dead. What are some of the challenges and...
I gotta fix my car.
Hello.
What needs to happen?
I need to fix the whole right side because of things.
Can you show us what happened?
I can't show you what happened. I can show you the damage.
Well, technically, we can show you what happened. We'll do some magic fingers. So, can you show the after effects of what happened?
Yeah. Let me get some shoes on.
Mr. Seacrest, are you ready? Are you going to join us for the sharing?
Yeah, I can. See, we don't have to fix stuff if you don't crash. I've been trying to tell them that.
You know, my main problem is people run out of talent way before they should. And, you know, when you heavily brake in turn 3 and 4 and, you know, somebody, let's just say I have a lot of talent, who can carry significantly more speed than most, will not, you know, I'll slide into you because I can carry significantly more speed into a turn than you can, and that's running out of talent. That's how I define it.
He crashed
Because he's going too fast.
I was carrying enough speed to be extremely fast. So.
So where are we at right now?
Half frame and collision.
What happens at Huff Frame and Collision?
Good question. I looked at this earlier and I was like, Yeah, so the whole right side got ripped off. Door to guy, like I said, I mean, he ran out of talent for some fucking reason. Between 3 and 4, he decided to slam on the brakes. There's nobody in front of us. Messed up my deck, messed up my sides, but it's part of the thing, I guess.
Did you ever watch that video on a bigger screen? I thought the guy that was in front of him cut him off.
There was like nobody.
So during that race, was there anything that you could have done to prevent said crash? And this goes for Mr. Seacrest as well. Mr. Seacrest, you need to come around out from behind the Ving.
I think if the track would have been
If he was a
more
better
than half a lane, I could have run higher and definitely stayed out. I mean, in 1 and 2 I could run high, but 3 to 4 it was literally half a lane, and good luck running that. But 1 and 2 you could get around. I could get around them high, and if you watch the video on Rocky Mountain Racing on YouTube, you can see I was in a wreck fest of a heat race. So it is what it is. Put it back together and never race with those guys ever again.
Don't worry, I'll teach him how to drive, and then this won't happen next time.
I have yet to see any of you two drive this thing.
Yeah, this thing.
Well, I don't have
The
enough
Beast.
time after fixing it after you crash every time.
I don't even think you fixed mine. You were
No, I
mostly
didn't.
fixing
I
the
fixed
fascias.
Yeah.
That was a fix that should have been done before you even left the shop. We had to replace the rack and pinion
Yep.
because his broke. Other than that, yeah. Getting this ready for my brother.
When do you think you're going to see Mr. Dahmer taking the track?
Who?
Jeffrey Dahmer?
Oh, shit, I don't know. Fall Classic. So October, the first weekend in October probably would be the most likely. Otherwise, it's next year.
So I've got a question that myself and all the audience is asking.
The whole 4 people. What question do they have?
All the 6 people that watch us. When is the Brillster going out?
I don't know. Whenever the fucking Brillster gets his ass motivated.
Brillo has no motivation.
Cut.
Ah!
I don't know. That thing doesn't even run.
Can you show us the car that the Brillo
Okay.
might be running?
You gotta watch out for all the dog shit. Hey, that's the inside of my thigh. Don't fight that. It hurts. Trying to find a way around.
I almost died. There's a fucking tire right there. It's the
White. It's an Integra. It's Brillo's car.
That's probably one of the classiest cars anybody has ever seen.
Actually, from this angle, it ain't too bad.
But if you look on the other angle,
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
yeah, no, you don't want it.
I know.
This
I
side,
know,
it
it's
looks fucking fabulous, but
Yeah, it's missing some stuff on this side.
from this side, even the door's opened.
It's the wind.
Yeah.
The wind, man, it'll just take you. We got to get that ignition box for it.
I did find it.
You did?
Yeah. I'm gonna order it this weekend.
Okay. Yeah, because currently it doesn't run.
What's it
because,
missing?
Because of the ignition box. Well, hopefully because of the ignition box. That's kind of the problem with making these Hornets. Is yet you end up removing so many things, and wires get snipped that it's an older car, so you can't hook up a scanner to it. So you kind of have to guess. But we've had problems with that ignition box before, so not on this car, but my old one. So,
which you can see in some of our past videos, if you're ever interested. What is a Hornet division?
4-cylinder, front wheel drive, under 2.5 liters. So yeah, it's a beginner class. That's where I started. It's the cheapest form of racing I've ever seen. It's super fun, and I'd recommend anybody else. If you want to go dirt track racing, start in a Hornet. You're going faster than street stocks. You're going faster than quite a bit of people. We've timed it all. And Hornets, I mean, you can go racing for $100. You can get in the pits, get some food, and gas to get there. $100. You could easily do that, and a car to make it. I mean, we got a line. We buy our cars off the insurance auction, so they're already messed up. But you know, it tends to be significantly cheaper doing it that way. But I mean, I think we are in this Integra right now. We're probably $400, and the cage is sitting in it. Which you don't always get that lucky. I mean, you want to buy a good seat, good safety equipment as well, but it's definitely a work in progress. Still got to remove some stuff. Back glass. Probably remove. It looks taillights are removed and all that. So other than that, you just need a good welder too. You really need a good welder.
You need Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, it's part of the safety. You want a really good welder to weld that cage in, and spend most of your money on safety equipment. That would be my suggestion. Just it ends up being, your life versus a piece of crap 4-cylinder car. Yeah.
So, if you're happy, do you think you could see? Would you race a second division of Hornet to race with your homeboy?
It means bringing 5 cars to the track.
Damn fucking straight it does.
What kind of money you think I got? I mean, it'd be fun, but I don't have another one of these lying around either.
But you know how it is.
Yeah.
Brillo is probably one of the best go-kart racers around. Could you stand to see yourself getting beat by Brillo in a fucking Hornet?
No.
Well, technically, if you actually finish, you're going to beat him, so.
I don't know, but technically, I race first and you race last. So therefore, I beat you every time.
So is that a maybe?
I'm not going to get another Hornet.
Is that a potentially possibility?
That's the problem, is when you get a late model, you don't have money for that. To build one, mostly.
How much does it cost to build a late model? Big questions. Start to finish, from
I
roller
got,
to engine.
Roller to engine. I'm not a good person to ask that question because my dad.
15 grand, right? The roller's about 4,000.
Roller's $7,000 if you buy it brand new. Ish.
Brand new, yeah.
$7,000 brand new.
Well, if we're talking brand
But
new.
I mean, like my late model, I ended up getting everything but the motor and training, and the seat for $2,500. And I mean, that's kind of the rub though, is you can't. The engine part of it is my dad builds the engines, so I can't price that. I don't know what that's worth to anybody else.
How far you go? I mean, you can really go on any engine. You know, you can go from, I don't know, $5,000 to $50,000 pretty easily, just depending on what you're doing.
I mean, it
If you want
depends
a
on
big
the horsepower
engine,
you're trying to go.
horsepower.
Depends
But
on where you're trying to go.
You can find, you know, a used one all together for 15,000.
Yeah, well, you can find them for 10,000 too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd
How
go
much?
that.
How much did your engine cost roughly?
Dad bought his engine in 2000, so a
Yeah.
little bit cheaper back then.
Beast mode is all I'm gonna say. And that concludes today's episode because Sunshine over here shit himself.
Yeah, no shit. I don't know. The engine's probably worth $10,000, probably, right around there. The engine work itself, I don't know. My dad, yeah, like Ryan said, paid for it 20 years ago, so price comparison really doesn't work. That's the biggest thing is having people build your engines.
Yeah, I mean,
Or
if
you
you're
build
getting
them yourself.
blueprinted, if you're buying an engine
Yeah,
and
well,
getting
you're
full
looking at
blueprinted, you're talking.
20 plus.
Well, all the pistons and stuff. But I mean, if you find a used engine, someone bores it out,
Well, even
blueprints
like my,
it, you're probably talking
Even my
5,000 for that alone. And then depending on what pistons and what crank, if you get lucky and find a billet crank, you know, billet crank for that thing could be 20 grand alone, you know. But you can maybe find a used one for, you know, 2,000-3,000, and then depending on what pistons you go for. I mean, there's 100 different things you can do inside the engine depending on what quality of steel of the stuff you're using. You know, if you want
bucket.
what even different kinds of pistons. You know, the ones that are domed or ones that are cupped and stuff. What compression ratio you're going for can make a vast difference. You know, it's hard to say. You know, because there's so many different things you can do, so many different ways you can go. But you're probably, if you're trying to get into it cheap, you could probably do an engine for 10 to 15,000. If you're you know, racing with the big boys, you probably 150,000 for the engine. Pretty easy.
I think it would be like 40 grand for the engine. That's normally about where they're sitting at.
So with
For like a 430.
For the top of the line, like
Right,
that way.
I think they're spending like 60.
with the class that you're currently in, is there another class up or higher from where you're at?
No.
And from that class, do you see yourself expanding further? And what does the future hold?
That's a lot of questions.
You might as well go with what's the meaning of life too.
Yeah, jeez.
What's the meaning of racing? To top it all off.
I honestly have no idea what the meaning of racing is.
I know what the meaning of racing is to get there first. As simply as you can put it.
Okay, so like I guess the meaning of it, yeah, that would be the meaning of it. But like
You ain't first, you last.
the why the fuck do we do it? I have no idea.
Gentlemen, baby.
Oh yeah.
You excited for the season coming up?
Season's about to end.
I know there's a season coming after the end of this one.
Yeah, I'll be hopefully in a better spot, you know, just home wise and all that shit. Next season should be a little bit more fun, maybe. I mean, we'll probably make it a little bit or try to make it to the farther away racetracks. But you know, kind of just depends on money.
What have you learned off of this season so far?
The PC version
I don't want PC, and neither do our listeners or viewers.
is don't trust the person that's in front of you.
Elaborate.
Be very diligent on
There's
how the
you're
person in front of
supposed to
you is.
race, there's how you're supposed to race, and there's how people race.
Yeah,
You know,
you got to be.
People
You
don't
got to
do
be
it.
very, very aware of what the guy in front of you is doing. I mean, like you saw, my whole right side got ripped off because somebody didn't. I blame it to losing talent, but you know, other people blame it on other things. But it's pretty much just that's how it is. It's what it is. You're gonna get wrecked. It's too many people out there trying to be something they're not, and that's what it is.
That's fair.
including ours truly.
So, for the listeners that are out there, I want to hear a goodbye. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.
I believe you just did that
I-
for us all, didn't you?
I like
I can't say it any better than the master himself.
yeah, like when you asked me the last question, I like got into it. I'm like, wait, what are we talking about?
Hey, this is Rocky Mountain Racing. We're going behind the scenes of Hoff Motorsports.
Top junk sports.
Same difference.
Though, that's the thing, though, is
Junkyard racing, baby.
yeah, we're fucking smoking them too. Junkyard racing, man. You can fucking smoke these guys. So thank you for watching the video. Like and subscribe, and see you later.